تجزى إلا ابتغاء وجه ربه الأعلى ولسوف يرضى. Okay, one more.
Therefore,
فأنذرتكم نارا. one more in Arabic. فأنذرتكم نارا تلظى لا يصلاها إلا الأشقى الذي كذب وتولى وسيجنبها الأتقى الذي يؤتي ماله يتزكى وما لأحد عنده من نعمة تجزى إلا ابتغاء وجه ربه الأعلى ولسوف يرضى.
Therefore, I warn you of a fire that blazes. None shall reach it but the reprobate, who gives the lie to truth and turns away, and from which shall the most devoted to Allah be kept away, who gives away his wealth, purifying himself, and bestows no favor on anyone for the sake of reward, but only the desire to seek for the countenance of his Lord the Most High, and he shall soon be well pleased.
So inshallah, before we describe this ayat, I think it's good to refresh the ayat before. So the ayat start Allah SWT by giving swear, yeah? Lail إِذَا yaksha. By the night, when it become dark. Yaksha means the dark slowly. وَالنَّهَارِ إِذَا تَجَلَّى. By the day, when it become clear. Remember, when Allah swear with something, it means that thing is important. Or the thing that maybe we neglected, we did not appreciate changing day and night, right? Because in one ayah said, what happened if, night forever or day forever? Life is not beautiful. And then he said, and by the creation of male and female, Dhakar, male, Untha, mean female, right? What connection between day and night? So Allah wanted in general that male like day and female like nights. And what is the goal of swearing? Inna sa'yakum lashatta. Allah want to tell us that your effort, your effort, your job, lashatta, is diverse. Everybody doing something, right? We are in activities now. Then Allah SWT described this, and then they said, divided into two group, right? And then he said, the first group, fa'amma, as for man a'to. So this is the first group. And those who a'to mean give. Arabic language very interesting. This is the word a'to, give. Another word for give in Arabic called yu'ti or ata. Wa yutuna zakah or wahaba. Wahaba mean Allah grant. Wahab lana min ladunka rahmah. Rabbana hab lana. Right? So there's many words for the word give. But why Allah chose the word a'to? Right? He said, a'to means you give a lot. Right? Something you can count. Inna a'tainaka al-kawthar. So Allah SWT used the word a'tayna to Rasulullah SAW. Right? That means Allah give abundance. Rasulullah SAW. Yeah? And also, you give not as compensation. Because somebody give me, so I give you. Yeah? And also in this ayah, Allah did not mentioned about what? He said, give what? That means, Janila, this man liked to give his wealth, his time, his energy, his thought. This is the group. Remember that your effort is diverse. As a group, his life is like just to want to give and give and give. Right? But might be a lot of people like to give. But what is motive? I said, what taqwa? The motive is taqwa. And taqwa also mean here, the word taqwa is to, if something dangerous before you, you put a fence, right? So this man, he give because he want to be safe from dangers, from being greed, right? And also, sometimes when you give, you feel happy, right? But taqwa means he is worried. Is Allah SWT going to give or not? Or maybe somebody give because he doing a sin. Sometimes people, wherever he have a grocery store and he's selling liquors, right? Lottery, not supposed to as Muslim. I said, okay, I will give, man. So he feel happy with giving. He give donation, but he's still selling liquor, right? And some people doing a lot of corruption. I said, okay, now I want to go to Hajj, man. At least I want to go to Umrah, right? So he feels secure by doing that. But this person, what taqwa? He give based on the taqwa, right? Because in Surah Al-Insan, Innama nut'imukum liwajhillah, right? I give you for the sake of Allah SWT, right? وَصَدَّقَ بِالْحُسْنَى. We mentioned last time that so the number one, he give based on taqwa. You want to be safe from hellfire. You want to be safe from being greedy. Right? And then he saddaqa, he confirmed bil-husna. Husna, remember I mentioned have many names. Husna can be Jannah because he believe. If I give and give, I will go to Jannah. Husna can be the Quran. Husna mean the word superlative objective. Everything is good. And the word Tawheed is Husna also. Yeah? Question now. If someone going to invest something and you feel for sure you will get benefit, you invest with Bill Gates. Bill Gates said, if you put 1,000, in 2 months I give you 1 million. 2,000, 2 million. Do you think people will worry? No. Why? Bill Gates, man, for sure. Yeah. So therefore, وَصَدَّقَ بِالْحُسْنَى, he liked to give because he's sure this investment will be guaranteed. Yeah. And also, this is also very important because some people sometimes, they know, because the word sadaqah, not only believe, that means you're practicing. Some Muslim might be, brother, why you don't pray? Right? Do you know that pray wajib? I know, but I'm busy. Yeah. If somebody tell you, man, don't touch that, it's hot. And he's still touching. What does it mean? Either he didn't understand or didn't believe. Yeah? So this is the meaning of sadaqah bil-husna. فَسَنُيَسِّرُهُ لِلْيُسْرَى. And Allah will make easiest easy. When it could be the meaning that means giving become easy for him. Giving what? Become easy for him. Yeah? Or because he give a lot, the income become easy for him. Right? More you give, more you get, more from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You know, Bilal is a poor man. Rasulullah said one day, Bilal, make a lot of sadaqah. Can you imagine a poor man come to you and ask something, and after you give him, hey, don't forget to make a lot of sadaqah. I said, what? Sadaqah? Yeah. So Wallahi Bilal, he said, since that time, I always like to give. That means Bilal, whatever he have, because people think when you become rich, then you give. No. Right? And Bilal, for example, if Bilal have $5, he give $1 for charity. Always like that. Right? And what happened? Bilal became rich. In the end of his life, Bilal is rich. Allah. So this is, you can tell anybody, you want to be rich, give more and more and more. Because you invest with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah promised, Fasanu yassiruhu. Allah will make easy. Leave you slow, the easiest one. The life will become easy. Right? And then we talk about the second group. It said, وَأَمَّا مَنْ بَخِلَ وَاسْتَغْنَى. And those who are stingy, don't want to give, bakhil. وَاسْتَغْنَى, he feels sufficient. Alas, I don't need anybody. Where is sufficient come from? Because miserness. Because when you miser, your money become more and more. In the Quran, he said some people not only stingy or miser, he also encouraged people to do the same. وَيَأْمُرُونَ بِالْبُخُلِ. He asked everybody, man, we have pandemic, people lost job. Allah, you know, we have to be careful, man. Don't give too much. If you understand, this is the time that you care more. You want Allah protect your job, your position, your income, sadaqah. Who said that? Prophet said, as-sadaqah tadfa'ul bala. Sadaqah prevent you from calamity. That's guarantee. Check people who are in need and you have them. Allah will protect you. Yeah. I remember I mentioned last time there's a brother, he work in Saudi Arabia. He have good job, he's engineer, he have 7,000 riyal every month, but he difficult to survive, even to pay the bill. And he sometimes have to borrow. So one day he was in the masjid and there's some khatira, somebody give lecture, and the lecturer encouraged, Ma naqasa malun min sadaqah. The well you give it for sadaqah never become decrease, but increase. So alhamdulillah, he said to his wife, I think we need to make a lot of sadaqah. His wife complained, what sadaqah? Maybe you can even do pay the bill. You know what, today the Sheikh mentioned it. And he did. Allah, after 6 months, he said that not only I can pay the bill, but I have extra more. Allah. Right? This is Allah SWT. What happened? وَكَذَّبَ بِالْحُسْنَى. Right? He feels sufficient, and then he denied the husna. He denied Jannah. That is the reason. People become miser because they not expect something when they die. Al-husna. And what's the punishment here? فَسَنُ يَسِّرُهُ لِلْعُسْرَى. Right? Allah will make easy for them to find difficult time. That means he have money but not happy. He have money, you know, maybe somebody have income, you know, maybe $1,000, and the other one $1 million. And that million, he have a lot of difficulties. family difficulties, business difficulties. I couldn't sleep. Yeah, I remember two Americans went to Indonesia, and at night there was like stress because he lost like $1 million. Where is it? They couldn't find. Where is million? So they was discussing all night, right? The drinking, and he was on the fifth floor, and then he heard somebody, because Indonesia was hot, so he opened the window. He can hear somebody was snoring, and then he opened the window. He saw Indonesian man was sleeping on his raksha. You know raksha? You know, there's the vehicle have three wheels, two in front, one back. Right? He was sleeping. You know how much he gets one day? $1. So he called his friend, come here, man. Look down. Look, we have millions, and we couldn't sleep. In this man, his income $1. He's waiting for the tourists at night, and he sleep good. And maybe this man was have dream that he's sleeping in the hotel, 5-star hotel. So who did enjoy the hotel? This man, right? And then Allah described what happened, the one who was stingy. وَمَا يُغْنِي عَنْهُ مَالُهُ إِذَا تَرَدَّى. إِذَا mean when, taradda mean when he fall down to where? Jahannam. مَا يُغْنِي will not benefit him. Maluhu his well. So his well, مَا يُغْنِي will not benefit him. But alas, you are taradda mean when you fall down to the holes, right? Alas. Then all he gets away. Inna alayna al-huda is belong to us, the guidance. Guidance can be guidance toward Allah, but guidance it means you are smart, you have business, you have to reach everything because Allah guide you. Not because, no. And also he said, our job is to give guidance, right? So people can follow. Right? But these people who are stingy, they don't want that guidance. وَإِنَّ لَنَا لَلْآخِرَةَ وَالْأُولَى and belong to us the next life and this life. Akhirah and Ula. Right? So that means everything in this dunya and the Akhirah is belong to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's about the ownership. Right? You know why people difficult to give? Why? Because they thought it's mine. It belongs to me. Right? I give example. If you have a box of chocolate and you have a kid, your son, very small. Daddy, can I have a dad? Okay, give you one. He ate it. Can I have that all? And he said, okay, just hold it, okay? Hold it. Right? And your son took it, held it, and ate it. And he said, son, can you give it back? No, it's mine. It's mine. All right? So when you feel that everything is belong to us, it's difficult to give. But if you feel this is belong to Allah, Allah entrusts us to manage this money. Easy. Because it not belong to you. Yeah. And also the meaning of wa inna lana is belong to us. Akhirah and ula, that mean when you want happy in next life and this life, ask me, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You want good in this life? Ask me. Next life, ask me. But a Muslim always want to be both. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah. Yeah. So that I think, and then we start the new one, no? فأنذرتكم نارا تلظى. Yeah. Andar mean word, you warning. The word, in Arabic, Muhammad is Bashiran wa Nadhira. Bashir, Nadir. Bashir means give good news, Nadir, warning. Right? Here, Allah used like Fa'andartukum, that means I am Allah Himself. In another ayah, something Muhammad warned them. But here, Allah Himself, Fa'andartukum. I warn you. Right? And the word andaro means you want something because you didn't get it. Right? So you have to really warn them. With what? Naron. Nar means fire. Taladdo, keep flaming. So don't think that, oh man, fire in the beginning is very big, but in the end, we turn off. Allah says no. The fire over there is not the fire over here. Taladdo, that means they continue flaming. Right? Taladdo. Naron taladdo. Yeah. And who will throw into the fire? La yaslaha illa al-ashqa. No one will put yasla in the throw illa al-ashqa, except the wicked one. In Arabic, there's two words: Sa'id, happy; Shaqi, suffering, not happy. Ma anzalna hadha al-Quran litashqa. Allah said, Allah does not send the Quran to make you suffer, to make you Sa'id. Right? Yeah. Alladhi kadhaba wa tawalla. And Allah described this quality of ashqa. Who's ashqa? The one who kadhaba, deny, and then turn away. Yeah? Yeah. Brother Sham, can you read that?
Therefore, I warn you of a fire that blazes. The term talazza is derived from laza in the sense smokeless flame of fire, and we know that this kind of fire has a hotter heat. The term laza has sometimes been used for hell itself. In the sentence, who gives the lie to truth and turns away? The idea gives a lie may refer to blasphemy and turns away to the negligence of doing good, as this is a condition of blasphemy. Or both of them may refer to the negligence of faith, in this way that at first they reject the Prophet and then turn their backs, go away from him forever.
Yeah, so ashqa, the one ashqa can be because of what in the heart or what in the sick. I think majority of Muslim, no problem with the heart. Ask any Muslim, do you believe in hellfire? Of course, man. Do you believe in Jannah? Of course, nobody denied it. But their action is not the same. You believe that, the reason people go to hellfire because of miserliness. But he's still miser. He's miser. He's stingy. You believe that ashqa, is the one who disobey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You want to pray, you want to fast, you want to give zakat. He knows that. Right? Like somebody, visits doctor, and doctor tell everything what you have, and then he will give prescription. Right? So what he did, he took that prescription. Thank you, doctor. You are a good doctor, so I know my sickness. What do you have to do now? Go to pharmacy to buy the medicine. No. He come home, he tear that prescription and go. And this is what happened. Allah SWT, He loves us. He described how look like the fire and hellfire. Taladdo. He said the fire will open the skin of human being as soon as it come close to it. Right? One day Rasulullah SAW was crying. And then Bilal said, Rasulullah, why are you crying? He said, Jibril just came to me. He said, there's an angel. Allah asked him to blow the hellfire for 1,000 years. And then he said the fire become red. And then he blow again for 1,000 years. The fire become white. And he blow again 1,000 years. The fire become dark. And the fire is so hot, it's very dark. When somebody asks Rasulullah, Ya Rasulullah, can you describe to me what is the easiest punishment in the hellfire? The easiest. Allah. He said the easiest punishment Allah will give to my uncle, Abu Talib. That's the only favor Allah can give to me. So He will lift him from hellfire. Right? And then Allah will give him a shoes made of iron, hot iron. And when he wear it, his brain is boiling. If you go outside 150 degrees and you put without sandal or shoes your feet on the asphalt, on the street, right? But it's not boil your brain, not hot like that. Allah said, "Andar tukun." I warning you. Yeah, may Allah protect us. Yeah. And then Allah ended the ayah with opposite. Yeah. Let's read after me, inshallah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم وسيجنبها الأتقى الذي يؤتي ماله يتزكى وما لأحد عنده من نعمة تجزى وسيجنبها الأتقى الذي يؤتي ماله يتزكى وما لأحد عنده من نعمة تجزى وسيجنبها الأتقى الذي يؤتي ماله يتزكى وما لأحد عنده من نعمة تجزى وسيجنبها that means Allah will keep him away. Lord, make distance between him and hellfire. Right? Who? Al-Atqa. Remember that? Before it was Ashqa. Al-Atqa. Al-Atqa mean the man who have most taqwa. Who have most taqwa. Taqi, you have taqwa. Atqa is in Arabic is superlative. Hasan is good. Ahsan is better. Atqa. The one who atqa, he will not touch by hellfire. I think almost agree upon all the Mufassirin that this ayah was referred to Abu Bakr. This ayah was revealed to Abu Bakr. And the ayah وَأَمَّا مَنْ أَعْطَى and who give, he said, was revealed because of the Abu Dahdah. So what happened, there's a man, he have a tree, a palm tree. And half of the palm tree, the branches come to his neighbor. So sometimes the dead falling down. So the neighbor's kid, when they see it, he used to take it and ate it because of his land. So when the man found out, he hit the kid. He made sure early morning he came and he cleaned it. He don't want his neighbor to take that. Very stingy. So his neighbor complained to Rasulullah, Rasulullah, I am not always home, but my neighbor always beating my children because he took the debt. It belonged to him. But it's now it's in my land. So Allah called the man. He said, can I buy your tree? Only the tree. You have another tree. He said, no. Rasulullah, the debt of this tree is the best one. I don't want to sell it. Rasulullah said, would you like to sell it? And Allah will replace you with 40 trees in Jannah. The man said, no. Subhanallah, Jannah. That means this man is very not smart. Not only if he sell it, that means he will go to Jannah because he will get it. He has to be in Jannah. But he was stingy. Muslim, some Muslims stingy like that. They said, I'm sorry, Rasulullah. And then Abu Dahda, he heard that. So he went to Rasulullah, is this only for him? No, for anybody who would like to buy that. So he approached him, man, do you know my farm? Yeah, who know your farm? Abu Dahda, he have many farm, that palm trees. That one, the good one. We have 40 palm tree there. I know, yeah. Okay. Can I buy this with that? I said, what? 40 of that is fine. I said, yeah. Allah. Abu Dahda was very happy. So then, he went to his garden. His wife and children was there, picking the dead. His son wanted to eat it. Don't eat it. It does not belong to us anymore. It belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I give it to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. With the tree. Then Allah said, فَأَمَّا مَنْ أَعْطَى وَاتَّقَى. Remember that? أَعْطَى وَاتَّقَى. The one who gives a lot. وَاتَّقَى. He just, based on taqwa. وَصَدَّقَى. Because he believed Allah will replace with the tree in Jannah. This ayah is for Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Sorry, for Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu. Because Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu, as you know, is so generous. I know you know the story. Remember that? He had almost competition with Umar bin Khattab, and Umar tried to defeat him. He couldn't. Right? When he became Khalifa, there's a blind lady. Umar used to take care of her, clean the house, brought the meal, food every day. So Umar said, Alhamdulillah, he's the president now. I don't think I have time to take care of this lady. But 3 days, Umar went to that place everything was done. Said, who? So one day he came earlier, hiding behind the tree. He wanted to know who this man. Thank Abu Bakr. I cannot beat him. One day after Fajr, Rasulullah said, who fast today? It was Monday. Abu Bakr said, me. Who did give charity today? Me. Who visited the sick person today? Me. Rasulullah asked any good deed, they said, me. And Umar was there, oh man. Right? So in the Battle of Tabuk, Rasulullah collect donation to support this battle. So he asked everybody to give donation. Usman give 1/3. Everybody, not everybody. Umar, he took half of his belonging. And he went to Rasulullah, Ya Rasulullah, this is half of my wealth. But before he left, he said, Rasulullah, how much did Abu Bakr give you? He said, everything. I cannot get him. Right? So therefore, Rasulullah said, I can compensate, I can pay back any of my companion good deed. Only Abu Bakr. I couldn't. I leave him with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Subhanallah. So therefore I said, Abu Bakr have yaqeen, certainty that unbelievable. There's another Sahaba tried to do like Abu Bakr, to give everything. Rasulullah said no. Rasulullah denied. Right? Because his iman not like Abu Bakr. Because this man maybe after he gave everything and then he left, when he did, maybe he said, man, I'm crazy, you're going to eat? No. Abu Bakr, no. After he had very good sleep. Did he become poor after that? No. His income more, I'll give him more. Yeah? So therefore, wise in the hadith said, if Allah put in the scale the iman of all ummah, can we imagine that? Million of Muslims in Abu Bakr, his iman is heavier. His yaqeen to Allah subhanahu. So in the mentioned Abu Bakr will become the first one who enter Jannah after all the Prophet. All Prophet finished, Abu Bakr. And then when he passed the Siratul Mustaqim, Jahannam will complaining, said, go faster, because his light covered all that. Yeah. So, وَسَيُجَنَّبُهَا الْأَتْقَى, Allah will keep away. Al-Atqa Abu Bakr, what did he do? الَّذِي يُؤْتِي, the one who gives malahu, his wealth. What's for? Yatazakka, to purify him, to purify from stinginess, from greed, to purify from ego, and to purify from loving to dunya, everything. Yeah. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He know that no one like Him always. So therefore, He didn't say the word like a'ta before. He said yu'ti. Yu'ti means give. That means you and me. Inshallah, Allah can keep away from. Yeah. But so therefore, in the Quran, Allah always mentioned about innal muttaqina fi jannatin wa uyun. The muttaqin will be in Jannah. After that, mostly Allah described who is muttaqin, right? For example, in Surah Al-Baqarah, right? Hudan lil muttaqin. This Quran guidance for muttaqin. What's the first one? الَّذِينَ يُؤْمِنُونَ بِالْغَيْبِ. Those who believe in unseen. Yeah. وَيُقِيمُونَ الصَّلَاةِ. And then he established salat. وَمِمَّا رَزَقْنَاهُمْ يُنْفِقُونَ. Whatever Allah gives to him or to her, he always wants to share with the others. Right? And always one thing is there. Yeah, I read about 50 the qualities of muttaqin. One thing always there, what? Giving. Right? In Surah Imran. Uiddat lil muttaqin. This Jannah was prepared for the muttaqin. What's the first one? الَّذِينَ يُنْفِقُونَ فِي السَّرَّاءِ وَالضَّرَّاءِ. The one who like to give, whether when they have or have not. Sarra, darra. Sarra means, alhamdulillah, I have good money. Darra, even he's in difficulties, like this time. People worry lost the job, still give. That's the first quality of the muttaqin. Right? وَمَا لِأَحَدٍ إِنَّهُ مِنْ نِعْمَةٍ تُزَّى. Yeah. And also, when he give, he not expected nothing from anybody. Yeah. This discussion. Yeah. Okay, Brother Sean.
Then the words are about some people who are kept away from this blazing fire. It says, and from which shall the most devoted to Allah be kept away? He who gives away his wealth, purifying himself. The usage of the term yatazakka is in fact for the meaning of purity of intention, since the Arabic root word zakah implies both and purification in morals and wealth.
And well, yeah, yatazakka. So therefore, motive, very important. Maybe you give $1, somebody 1,000,000. Allah take from you. Because your motive is yatazakka, to purify yourself. And his motive may be to show or show off. Yeah, and that's dangerous. Yeah. So he give what for? Yeah, read inshallah. إِلَّا ابْتِغَاءَ وَجْهِ رَبِّهِ الْأَعْلَى وَلَسَوْفَ يَرْضَى. إِلَّا ابْتِغَاءَ وَجْهِ رَبِّهِ الْأَعْلَى وَلَسَوْفَ يَرْضَى. إِلَّا ابْتِغَاءَ وَجْهِ رَبِّهِ الْأَعْلَى وَلَسَوْفَ يَرْضَى. So he not give except what? إِلَّا ابْتِغَاء. Ibtigha means seeking, hoping. Right? Hoping what? Wajah. Wajah means his face. That means he wanted in their judgment, when he say Allah's face, he's pleased with him. Because face is what you call expression of somebody. So he wanted that the face of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the judgment, right? Welcome him. You know how you feel when you welcome by your CEO, your boss. You are in office now, and CEO come to you. Hi, how you doing? Oh, hey man, you have a good job. How you feel? Oh, you tell your wife, you know, today, CEO. Or you are in friend conference out of journalists, and you are there, and then the governor call you. Amir, oh, you here? Everybody will focus to you. King 5 come on you to interview you. He know you. Yeah. So imagine, you know what happened if you come home and your parent face was like not welcome. How you feel? Your parent. You feel not good, man. Right? But your father not welcome you, maybe your mother, your sister. But if Allah did not welcome you, His face not happy with you, what happened? Right? Wala sawfa yarda. And surely He'll be pleased with you. Yeah? Give it a chance.
In other words, many charities or good deeds are done with a motive, that of returning someone else's favor and compensating and rewarding someone for some service done, or expecting some reward in return for one's own good deeds. But the above mentioned verses denote that the sole motive in a pious, believing man's mind is that he desires the countenance or good pleasure of the Lord, the Most High, the countenance of wajh, face. Here, with the meaning of essence, implies good pleasure or the approval of Allah.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Yeah? That means Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is happy. MashaAllah. Yeah? So that's the second part of Surah Lail. Yeah? The conclusion, what we learned today, that inna sa'yakum lashatta. Our effort, our action, two choice. The first one, فَأَمَّا مَنْ أَعْطَى, the one who like to give and give and give. And the motive of giving is taqwa wa saddaqa bil husna. The second group, the one who miser. Yeah. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in the end, there's also illal ashqa, we have ashqa. And who's ashqa? Maman bakhila, the one who miser. Wa kadzdzaba bil husna, the one who deny husna, jannah, goodness. And Allah will give life difficulties. Right? And then atqa, who's atqa? The one who the one who like to give, to purify. And what's the goal? They want to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that we are among this first group, right? Among the atqa, not among the ashqa. Yeah. Yeah. Jazakallah. We open question answer if there's any question.
Terima kasih Pak Joban, saya harus berangkat. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum. Terima kasih. Enjoy tau. Enjoy the weather.
All right.
Yeah. Okay, inshallah, we make dua. If there is no question. Yeah. And before we close, inshallah, there is a brother who always come for tafsir when we are in the masjid. And they asked us to make dua. The first, I think, his son was affected by COVID. And also, now his mother, called my wife, said she also affected by COVID. Yeah. So we make dua for them, yeah? And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also to protect us all, inshallah. Right. Alhamdulillah hamdan ya fi ni'amaka fi mazida rabbana lakal hamdu kama yanbaghi li jalali wajhika wa adhimi sultanik. Allahumma salli wa sallim ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Allahumma rfa'anna al-bala wal waba wa hafadna min corona. Allahumma rfa'anna ارفع عنا البلاء واحفظنا من كورونا. اللهم إنا نعوذ بك من البرص والجنون والجذام وسيء الأسقام يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم يا رب الناس رب الباس اشفي أنت الشافي شفاء لا يغادر سقما. And also include there's our sister also. She had cancer and she is alhamdulillah she is in become better now. Yeah, but me also for them inshallah. اللهم يا رب الناس رب الباس اشفي أنت الشافي شفاء لا يغادر سقما. اللهم إنا نسألك العفو والعافية والمعافاة الدائمة في الدنيا والآخرة. اللهم هي إذا كانت الحياة خيرا لها وأمتها إذا كانت الوفاة خيرا لها. اللهم اجعل خير أمرنا آخره وخير أعمالنا خواتمه وخير أيامنا يوم نلقاك فيه إنك على كل شيء قدير. اللهم اهدنا الإسلام والسنة وتوفنا على الإيمان والتوبة. اللهم لا تدع لنا ذنبا إلا غفرته ولا مريض إلا شفيته ولا مريض إلا شفيته ولا مريض إلا شفيته ولا حاجة إلا قضيتها يا أرحم الراحمين. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. صلى الله عليه وسلم. الحمد لله رب العالمين. آمين.